snow stop.
We already finished the first day.
No, 3 days without
Rick
sleeping.
and Morty, 3 days no stop.
Yeah, Rick and Morty, 3 days, go to the casino.
Gotta go to Blitz and Chits!
Blitz and Chits.
There's Blips and Chits. Blips
I
and
thought it was
Chits.
blips and chips.
I think
No,
it's
blips and chips.
Blitz and Chits.
I think it's Chits. I think it's Blips and Chits.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Gotta go to Blips and Chits! I'm guessing you haven't seen the leaked season 2. I think
If I
about
were
that.
that guy's wife, I'd have left him and taken the daughter too.
My daughter!
Murder.
He really does go on a daughter rampage.
He does.
She's 4 years old!
My daughter is 4 years old. It's my Philip Seymour. It's the same as Mr. Plinkett.
Dude, if Philip Seymour Hoffman had been able to play Mr. Plinkett before he died...
I think there's something wrong with my shit. It's brown, doctor. What does it mean when my shit's brown?
Blood in my stool.
I got blood in my asshole and my shit.
You know, the funny thing is,
neurologist?
that line
I
is
thought you
in
said
both
urologist.
Synecdoche and Mr. Plinkett, so I got confused. I thought you were doing Mr. Plinkett playing
Mr.
Synecdoche.
Plinkett is
Because he
that
does
guy.
call his doctor about having, like, fucked up shit, right? In that
No,
movie.
his shit is fucked up.
My shit is fucked up. Literally, my shit is wrong.
I can definitely see that.
I've got cat blood in my shit. I know it's cat blood because I ate my cat. What?
Yeah, see, that's the 7-Eleven we walked to, right?
Yes, I'd like to order 5 turkeys.
Well, not that far.
It's not that far, but the part from the hotel up to this light is like a really steep incline that I didn't realize until I was walking it.
How long did it take you?
Not that, probably round trip, probably half hour. It was hard to judge because I didn't start listening to music till well into it. That made it easier to time. I didn't know what time. I thought it was like 2 a.m. until I got back to the hotel and checked the time, and it was like 5 in the morning, and I was like, oh shit. I totally didn't realize. Me and Tom talked for so fucking long about, I don't know, video games? Something? Yeah, video games. Yeah.
Video games. That's my Control-Alt-Delete impression.
It's an old webcomic.
The worst webcomic. It's not even old. The guy's still making crazy money on Patreon.
But it's been
everyone
around forever.
Even though everyone hates him, yeah, it's true.
Like
It's
I remember
older
that
than-
being like one of like the big 3 of video game webcomics back like in the Penny Arcade.
It and Penny Arcade started like the same time.
Yeah. Penny Arcade is like an institution now.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's sad. It's sad, but it's kind of understandable that Penny Arcade is like a fucking conglomerate, like mover and shaker in the world of video games. And Tim Buckley of Control-Alt-Delete is banned from Kineticon.
I don't like. I never read those 2 comics, but I would get like occasionally people would bring them up, and I'd read a comic, and I'd go, "That wasn't funny. I don't get the joke."
Penny Arcade isn't even that funny.
I hate the fact that the Penny Arcade, they're a lot prettier in the comic strip than they are in real life.
I don't think they were initially
Seems
actually
dishonest
meant
to
to be the 2 guys.
Right.
I think they were just 2 guys in the comic, and then eventually it became like
sort of like Mega Tokyo, where it was like fictionalized like
Oh my
ideas of the authors.
I hate the Mega Tokyo art style so much.
I
I mean, I haven't read very much of it, but whenever I see it,
I've
the faces,
grown.
I'm like,
I've grown old enough to appreciate how bad that art. Like the dude knew how. Like Fred Gallagher was always like, my art's shit. Like he knew that. Like
That's fair, I guess.
people constantly shit talk the art. Like I mean, it got way better as he progressed through the story. Like
sure it did.
in the early days, it's like really fucking bad.
There's another webcomic called Dominic Deegan, which looks kind of like Mega Tokyo, but it's like smaller and scratchier. And the funny thing about that is that it went on for 10 years and never got any better.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty sad.
He finally concluded it though, like last year, and he like him and another guy teamed up where he would be the writer and the other guy would be the artist.
I can actually thank Mega Tokyo for like everything in a way, because like the Mega Tokyo forums are where I started learning about currently airing anime, and then met a bunch of people in the Mega Tokyo forums had anime blogs, and that's what inspired me to start mine. And then I didn't stop writing it for the last 8 years.
I don't even know what Mega Tokyo is.
It's a webcomic that has a narrative as opposed to like... It was like one of the early ones to have like an ongoing narrative.
Yeah.
But
is it also like Gag a Day?
No, it's not even comedy. Like the early part is comedy, and then it gets dramatic.
I really hate it when comics try to tell a story but also fit it into like a Gag a Day thing.
Like, well, because originally it was a team of 2 guys who started the comic, and one of them was like a Western gamer, and the other one was a big time like weeaboo, and so. Like, the Western gamer guy was, like, all about, like, trying to make a comedy thing. And so, like, the early strips are all, like, you know, gaming jokes and stuff like that. And then that guy left the comic, and the other dude just basically was, like, he's really into visual novels and, like, really into stuff like Canon and Air and Clannad and stuff like that. And, like, basically just turned Mega Tokyo into a visual novel in comic form. Which was, like... I mean, the story is like very moody and like teen angsty and that kind of thing. I mean, or I guess I should say like young adult angsty. But like, it also helped introduce like visual novels to like a lot of people in the West.
How is it a visual novel in comic form?
I mean, like the story is like a visual novel,
oh, okay.
Like the kind of story that you'd get from a visual novel.
Well,
and
like...
it's also about visual novels because like the main character, the girl he's in love with, is a aspiring voice actress who's like voicing for this game that's taking like way too many years to complete.